This morning, President Biden makes a surprising pardon during his final month of presidency.
Plus, the Wisconsin Department of Health warning of a consumer recall. We have the details on what you should watch out for.
Good Monday morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now This Morning. I'm Kyrie Lee.
I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for tuning in. I hear it's snowing outside.
I guess it's doing a little something out there, but cold and snowy. It's not exactly how I'd like to start my week, but hey.
Well, here we are. Let's check in with Savannah. She's on the patio. Hey, what's going on out there?
Guys, you can see the light snow still falling out there. We are tracking flurries that are going to remain in the forecast, but with this visibility issues, that's actually going to continue to move in over the next couple of hours. So on radar, you can see the heaviest of the snow really is showing just to our west, but those areas that are still going to see the snow, that's going to continue to fluctuate. Really, Dubuque and Platteville, those places are seeing the heaviest of the snow, but you can see those little dots on radar showing up across Madison and Dane County. Those are the snowflakes that we have that we're forecasting to stick in until the next couple of days. We'll pretty much see this waking up just with the cooler Arctic air that's moved in, although temperatures are going to be a little bit warmer over the next couple of days compared to what we just had. More specifically, Wednesday, that'll be the warmest day out of your work week, and then cooler by the end of the week. We'll talk about if that could last into the weekend or if temperatures are going to rebound some. We'll have that coming up.
All right, Savannah, talk to you then. Topping the news this hour, President Biden has pardoned his son Hunter. The move saves the younger Biden from a possible prison sentence.
This is despite pledges that he would not do so. CBS News' Naomi Ruckham reports.
As President Biden took off for a 3-day visit to Angola, he made his first public appearance after granting a full and unconditional pardon to his son, Hunter. In a statement released Sunday night, Biden said in part, quote, "I believe in the justice system, but as I have wrestled with this, I also believe raw politics has infected this process, and it led to a miscarriage of justice." The move comes in the final weeks of Biden's presidency and after he and his advisors repeatedly denied he would pardon his son.
I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
Hunter Biden was convicted of 3 felonies in June in connection with a gun purchase in Delaware. In addition, he pleaded guilty to 9 counts of federal tax fraud in a separate case in California. Before the pardon was announced, Hunter Biden was weeks from receiving his punishment. In Sunday's statement, President Biden also said from the day he took office, he would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision-making and said he kept his word even as he watched his son being unfairly prosecuted. Biden said, quote, "Hunter was singled out only because he is my son," and said there has been an effort to break Hunter, who has been 5.5 years sober. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
Hunter Biden faced up to 42 years in prison for his convictions. He released his own statement saying in part that he has admitted to and taken responsibility for his mistakes during the darkest days of his addiction. He says he will never take the clemency he has been given and will devote his life to help those who are sick and suffering.
Reacting to the pardon is President-elect Donald Trump. In a social media post, he says, quote, "Does the pardon given by Joe to Hunter include the J6 hostages who have been imprisoned for years? Such an abuse and miscarriage of justice."
Now to the latest on the president-elect's cabinet picks. He has selected Republican Florida Sheriff Chad Krausener to serve as administrator for the DEA. This weekend, he also tapped 2 family members for key diplomatic posts. Charles Kushner, Jared Kushner's father, and Ivanka Trump's father-in-law has been picked for ambassador to France. You may remember that Trump pardoned the convicted felon Kushner during his first term. Then there's Tiffany Trump's father-in-law, Mossad Boulos, who has just been tapped for senior advisor on Arab and Middle Eastern affairs.
Trump has also tapped loyalist Kash Patel to serve as FBI director. Patel has rallied against the Washington establishment and has vowed to dismantle the FBI. Patel served multiple roles during Trump's first term, including chief of staff at the Pentagon. Democratic Senator Chris Murphy is urging colleagues not to confirm Patel. Current FBI Director Christopher Wray has 3 years left in his 10-year term. Trump appointed him in 2017. He would have to resign or be fired for there to be an opening.
Wisconsin Democratic Party Chair Ben Wickler seeking the top level. Wickler just asking supporters over the weekend to vote for him to become the Democratic National Committee Party Chair. Current Chair Jamie Harrison announced that he would not seek another term. Wickler's been the Wisconsin State Party Chair since 2019.
New this morning, the Wisconsin Department of Health warns consumers of a cucumber recall.
Our consumer reporter, Michelle Renee Quinn, is here with the details and what folks need to know this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, sun-fed cucumbers are recalled due to a link to salmonella. Now, 3 people in Wisconsin and 65 people across 18 other states have been infected with this strain of salmonella. Take a look at your screen. You can see the recalled cucumbers right here. The FDA says the cucumbers were sold by sun-fed produce and shipped to 26 states, and that's including Wisconsin. Anyone that has cucumbers with stickers reading sun-fed Mexico should throw them out. Affected produce was sold between October 12th and November 26th. So salmonella can be fatal for children, elderly, and people with weakened immune systems. Healthy persons infected with salmonella may experience fever, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain.
All right, thanks for the heads up this morning, Michelle Renee. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, in health news, the holidays can be a wonderful time of year, but that's not the case for everyone. I sat down with SSM Health family medicine physician, Dr. Rupa Shah, who says that there are a few reasons that cause depression during the holidays. She says that includes stress, more social interactions, and less time to recharge. Plus, she says there's physical and mental fatigue, financial stress, and high expectations. Dr. Shah says setting realistic expectations is important.
Setting those boundaries and those limits, not feeling that pressure to always say yes to one more thing if you really feel that you just can't handle it.
She says that if you know someone struggling with depression, it's important to support them.
Snoring can be a disruption during the night, but it can also be linked to behavioral problems in kids. That is according to research from the University of Maryland School of Medicine. They found that those who snore 3 or more times a week were more likely to be inattentive in class or have social difficulties. They say kids with breathing problems in their sleep may be misdiagnosed with ADHD. Packages are on the move as Cyber Monday is gearing up to hit a record. Adobe predicts that Americans will spend over $13 billion today. That is up 6% from 2023. Analytics experts say that prices are going to be about 30% discounted. They also add that consumers are getting creative with their shopping.
I think consumers are savvy. They're finding new ways to make purchases that provide them value while getting a good discount as well.
For many shoppers, that means using artificial intelligence. This can be to find websites to shop on or gift ideas.
In college football news this morning, the Big Ten Conference has fined Michigan and Ohio State $100,000 each for their involvement in a post-game brawl. Following Michigan's 13-10 victory, a Wolverines player attempted to plant a Michigan flag on the Buckeyes logo midfield. It led to pushing, shoving, and eventually punches being thrown by members of both teams. It took several minutes for stadium security and police to separate the two teams. That included the use of pepper spray.
Oh, you hate to see that.
I mean, this was, I feel like this was happening all weekend long with college football. Like, even the Mizzou game, my alma mater, they were fighting with Arkansas on the field during the game. It was a hot mess express.
Yeah, there's no place for that. This rivalry in particular, it's one of the fiercest in all of sport. So you hate to see it come to this, for them to have to break it up. And the Big Ten, the NCAA, taking some action here, fining them both $100,000 for the brawl after the game. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, but you can't have this. You can't have it.
You gotta have good sportsmanship.
Right.
Tensions are high, emotions running rapid. Yeah. Goodness, yeah, that was worse than what the Mizzou had going on. So, yeah.
Yeah, I hate to see it. Hate to see it. All right, well, take a look at the live drive behind us. We got some light snow out there this morning, Savannah.
We do, and that affects roadways and areas. Could be slick just because our temperatures are well below freezing levels. So we'll talk about when the snow could stop and also how cool wind chills are going to be all day today.
And coming up, Selection Sunday. Yesterday, We'll see who the Badgers will have to play.
I'm just going to tell you that if you're Nebraska.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota, like Camry.
Wait, what?
RAV4 Hybrid.
Cool.
Tundra, and more.
Whoa.
How'd you do that? Toyotathon magic.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $299 a month. Or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
Treat yourself to rich Ghirardelli chocolate and luscious caramel. Experience Ghirardelli caramel squares in a bag and a bar. Makes life a bite better.
I need help for my mom. She has dementia. I want a Grace so mom can get care at home. You know what people say about them? I can't imagine better support through such a painful time. A Grace. Authentic care and connection. Visit agrace.org to learn more.
There's a fine line between gorgeous and Griswold. Don't get tangled up this season. Instead, enhance your home with Cardinal's smart outdoor lighting solutions. You'll spend less time dangling off a ladder and more time enjoying what really matters. We'll install smart outdoor lighting solutions catered to your needs so you can go from fancy to festive in just one tap. Light up your home like never before. Book online and save 10% on smart outdoor lighting solutions with Cardinal.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
This holiday season, recharge with the Planet Fitness Black Card for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. So instead of fighting a stranger over a T-Rex, bring a friend for free and work out on the TRX. Instead of freezing in line for a deal, relax with some hydro massage feels. Instead of in-laws in your face.
Did you hear the owl?
Get some space at any of our 2,600 locations with the PF Black Card. Just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Deal ends Friday, December 6th.
Don't miss a chance to win a new furnace from AirServe of Madison. Send us a photo of your old, ugly furnace for a chance to win a new, beautiful furnace in the Ugliest Furnace Photo Contest on channel3000.com. Brought to you by AirServe of Madison.
When you want to make junk disappear, leave it where it is. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is full-service junk removal. I've got a partner who lives down the street from you, and we're anxious to come to your rescue. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We're back here at 612. You know, folks on Madison's Monroe Street are certainly in the Christmas spirit right now. Our Meryl Hubbard takes us on a ride down Santa Lane to show us how the neighborhood is taking on the holidays.
Take a trip down Monroe and see dozens of 12-foot jolly faces surrounding the street.
I think the Santas are the first time that I've ever understood Christmas decorating.
The Santa train first rolled out 3 years ago.
I was one of the founding neighbors here to put up our Santa 3 years ago.
That's when Evan and a handful of neighbors who were all inspired by Hallmark movies decided to create a neighborhood trend on their block.
And it slowly, or rather quickly, I guess, exploded or grown throughout the neighborhood. Last year, it was almost 40.
Ho, ho, holy moly. That's a lot of Santas. And this year, neighbors are trying to put up over 100 Santa Clauses on Monroe Street. Now, the cause for all these clauses is to spread some community cheer.
Last year, I saw all the Santas down the road, and I thought,
we have to do it this year.
Dr. Jen jumped on the Santa Express and squeezed the inflatable in the safest and most visible spot for her business and the community.
This area is such a community. Everyone knows everybody. Everyone's so supportive of each other, and everyone's in the Christmas spirit this time of the year.
Dr. Jen isn't the only new person on board. Take it from some students living on the street, too.
Since we're college students here at UW-Madison, we thought it'd be like a great way to get a part of the community.
So naturally, it's the Santa Street, so we had to get one.
Even for those neighbors who don't have a Santa yet, they may be jumping on the train this holiday season.
I never quite got it. I thought it was too over the top, but I'm like, I think I get it now. So yeah.
Why do you think you get it?
There's just something eerie about them and like a happy, fun way. I don't know.
With more than 30 Santas and counting, it's full steam ahead for this West Side community.
Feels like I'm a part of something when I get to live on the street that has all of them.
Neighbors tell me the best way to see the Santa saga in full effect is to go around and see them glow at night. So, reporting in Madison, Meryl Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, this story just makes me smile. And you actually got to see this in person.
One of my daughters and I drove down Friday through Monroe Street and the Nokomis area, and we counted 38
38
Santas.
of those big Santas.
They're hard to find. Some of them are way up on rooftops. Some of them are behind storefront windows.
Never know where you're
really
going to find
cool.
good old St. Nick.
Really cool to see what it's become. I mean, they've done this for the past few years, as Meryl laid out. It seems like there are more houses who are getting involved this year, and they're getting them out a little bit earlier. Yeah, after Thanksgiving was over with, you saw them just pop up everywhere. It's pretty cool.
They might have to catch those Cyber Monday sales to get if you don't have one, you can get one
There
today.
you go, if they're still left.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, we are taking a live look outside right now. We have our photojournalist Mark Schilling on the road this morning.
Yeah, he is driving on the Beltline this morning. I got some light snow and some flurries out there. You might see a little bit of accumulation. It's been pretty cold, so the road temperatures are nice and chilly. So we'll see if any accumulation happens. We got Savannah Brito keeping an eye on the conditions for us as well out there. Checking in with her and seeing what's going on in your certified most accurate forecast. Hey there.
Hey, good morning. We'll show that live radar update in a second, but yesterday was December 1st, the start of meteorological winter. It's here. It has really felt like winter the last couple of days. December, January, and February. Those are the 3 months that consist of meteorological winter, so not actual winter. We still have a few more weeks before we get there, but temperatures were nowhere near normal yesterday. The average high in Madison, the first of the month, 37, and then the end of the month, 29. The average snowfall, 12 inches, so about a foot of snow. That's what we usually see. January, the coldest and snowiest month, and then February, we finally start to warm back up. But yes, there are slick spots on the road. Definitely forecasting temperatures that are below freezing level right now, especially and all day, but all the snow, this band breaking up a little bit, but there were some very minimal areas that were causing those large snowflakes to fall near Platteville and Dubuque. There's still some across Madison and Dane County and then east. This is going to continue to fall at least until daybreak. I do think through about mid-morning we'll start to see visibilities come up. That is affecting that as well, but we'll have wind speeds that are really going to increase through the day. So they're not that bad right now, not leading to a wind chill, at least across most of southern Wisconsin, but these are going to increase up to about 15 to 20 miles per hour, so we will see chills factored in most of the day. Air temperatures will make it up to about 30 degrees, but with the wind chills and the wind speeds that are going to gust pretty strong, that will drive our wind chills down to the teens pretty much all day today. The wind speeds come down a little bit overnight, but then gusts into Tuesday morning, overnight, and Wednesday, those are actually going to approach about 30 miles per hour. So it'll be pretty breezy, even though it is going to be a little bit warmer midweek. We're actually 36. We're finally going to be above freezing level. Only for a day, though. We'll be back down to the 20s for Thursday and Friday, but then warmer again for the weekend ahead. We could see a couple of 30s finally again.
Yesterday was Selection Sunday for the NCAA volleyball tournament, and Wisconsin received a 2 seed in Nebraska's region, which puts them on a crash course with the Huskers, who swept the Badgers in each of their 2 meetings this season. But before we get to any of that, let's look at the first round, which will be played in Lincoln on either December 5th or 6th. The Badgers drew Fairfield University in the first round. They played the Stags, who won the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, or the MAC. going 21-11. The season is officially over for Wisconsin football. The Badgers closed out the year with 5 straight losses, missing a bowl game, losing all of their rivalry games, and ending the year under 500 for the first time in 22 seasons. Luke Fickell is in it for the long haul, but finds it tough to put a finger on exactly what went wrong. When asked what went wrong, he tried to put it to words here.
This is a team, unfortunately, that's, beat up physically, mentally, and emotionally. And we couldn't come out. We couldn't pull ourselves out of the hole. And I can't say exactly why. Like that, I put it on me, but that's what's been the grind. It's how do we get over those things? How do we handle getting punched? How do we handle whether it's a loss? How do we handle a battle with a Penn State or an Oregon to not be able to go the next week and make yourself better?
Let's turn to the NFL. The Packers weren't in action yesterday, but some former Badgers were. Nick Herbig in the Steelers versus Bengals game forces the strip sack. His Steelers bring it back to the house, and they win it 44-38. And how about Jonathan Taylor, the Badger legend, catching it, twisting his body, and getting into the end zone. His Colts, they won a thriller. 25-24 is the final score. That's your morning sports fix. Have a magical Monday.
Well, still ahead, an update on the banana duct taped to a wall and which movie broke records at the box office.
We're back right after this.
Need help with a consumer issue? Contact News 3 Now's Call for Action.
Here's the secret worth sharing. Robertson, Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, has nurses that specialize in custom treatment plans. Always natural, never overfilled. Time to learn how aging is different at Robertson.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Shop Bergstrom, Madison, or Middleton locations today.
You make it through security so fast, the agents applaud. Your travel itineraries are so well written, they're on the bestseller list. And you have access to lounges that don't officially exist. That's why you rent with National, where you can skip the counter and choose any vehicle on the Emerald Isle. Because travel isn't a competition, except that it is. And you're winning.
Happy holidays from your trusted partner for over 30 years, Avondale Roofing. Steep slope experts since 1988.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during our Black Friday sale, save up to $1,000 on mattress and base bundles and get an instant gift. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Discover more ways to save on appliances at our Brothers Main Bargain Rooms. Get discounts on top brand closeouts, returns, and scratch and dents. Minor dings, major savings. Plus, you can take your purchase home today. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Hey, we're back. Got an update on that banana duct tape to a wall, that artwork that sold for $6 million last week. Well, the person who bought it ate the banana.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice.
For sure.
So yeah, billionaire who's into cryptocurrency peeled it open and just ate it.
Yeah,
so there you go.
Show he ate the most expensive banana there is out there.
Good for you, buddy. Way to go. You did it.
I wonder how the artist felt about that.
Wait, he said the taste was different from the ordinary banana. I'm not convinced.
No.
Well, for how much dollars you can find out?
$6 million.
Well, at the box office over the weekend, Moana 2 breaking records, $221 million. That is the biggest 5-day debut ever and easily the biggest Thanksgiving weekend of all time.
Not surprised by these numbers here. Everyone was anticipating this, and it lived up to the expectations here. I've not seen it yet, but I'm hearing good things.
You're going to see it?
Maybe, yeah, when it hits
Once
Disney
it
Plus,
comes
probably.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's kind of where I'm at with it.
Well, we got another weather trivia question that's related to, unfortunately, winter, because, you know, meteorological winter
Unfortunately,
is
come on.
here. I don't know.
We got this.
Not everyone likes snow.
This is my
All right.
redemption arc.
On average, what month is the coldest in Madison?
All right.
Is it November, December, January, or February? Right off the bat, January.
Yep, I'm confident in
Okay.
C.
Okay, I'm going to say B.
Okay. December and January.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with C as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to go the opposite.
It's the
Makes
coldest
sense.
and the snowiest. That's based on data in Madison, so.
That's when the
Yeah.
end of January, early February, where you're just like, okay, I'm
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Can we take a moment?
Yeah.
This is the first time I got one of these right.
Oh,
Round of
hey.
applause.
There you go.
Very good, very good, very good. You with a brand new car.
That'd be nice, right? Mm-hmm. You need that.
Subi's rusty.
Don't do soup.
I don't know.
Don't do soup.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about the snow that's in the forecast the next couple of days coming up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
My name is Jack Frank. I'm a retired paper mill worker in the valley here, and I work for Copus and Bus part-time on the side. I've had my own route now here for the last 3-4 years, and the kids on it are great. Flexible hours, they work with you in many different ways. If you've got something going, they accommodate you, or they try to get somebody to run your road. Copus treats you decent. You know, all the years I worked here, it's a great place to work.
Stanton Optical believes eye care should be affordable. Right now, for only $135, you get 2 pairs of progressives, plus all this. All that costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical, easy's our thing. Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
The holidays, and Chevy Silverado, and off-road adventure, and towing with confidence, and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Qualified lessees can get this 2024 Silverado for around $449 a month. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Milk chocolate beyond words. Classic recipe by Lindt.
The holidays come but once a year, and Masterforce is here to spread some cheer. With drivers and drills and blades and bits, from sanders and saws to power tool kits. Menards has the value in savings, of course. Shop tools and accessories from Masterforce. Find great stocking stuffers and gifts at Menards. Plus, don't forget about gift cards. Hurry now for deals on Masterforce. Available at Menards, the best tool source.
You don't need to battle addiction alone. Contact the great people at Wood Violet Recovery today. You could be on your way to recovery the same day. Wood Violet Recovery works with a wide range of insurance networks, so a large portion of your treatment may be covered. Wood Violet Recovery will create the treatment plan that best suits your needs. Unlike other rehab facilities, phones and laptops are welcome. Today may feel dark, but there's a brighter tomorrow. Contact Wood Violet Recovery now.
The holidays could always use more Ghirardelli peppermint bark. More sweaters that hit the mark. More drinks with festive sparks. Because this season, there's no such thing as too much. Ghirardelli peppermint bark adds just the right touch.
Right now, a missing child in Two Rivers found dead. We have the details and reaction from the community.
Plus, after heavy snowfall across the country, we look at air travel delays nationwide and here in Dane County.
And thanks for tuning in here on Monday morning, everyone. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrie Lee alongside meteorologist Savannah Brito. I think it's just time to break out a song. The weather outside is right.
Frightful.
Just take away. Nice.
Highlight frightful.
Solo.
Frightful. That's where the song ends because, yeah, that's exactly what we're dealing with.
Oh, come on. It's not that frightful.
The last couple of days, if you were in Wisconsin, you were in Missouri, you saw your first snow. They had their first snow of the season. You were there for it.
Yeah, they did have their first snow of the season, of course, when we traveled back home. Yeah, it was on just Saturday. At least it wasn't the whole time we were there, just on Saturday. And I was just like, really? Like it's just cold. Like it's just cold in Wisconsin, not snowy. So yeah.
I know. Did you have any issues coming back though, or was it all done by then?
Yeah, we had no issues coming out. Like once we got out of Missouri, like Iowa's clear, Wisconsin's clear, so
good.
Smooth sailing.
There we go. Got some picturesque light snowfall, some flurries out there this morning. What's happening?
Yeah, we're still tracking some light snow outside early this morning, and that is leading to a reduction in visibility. We're down to 3 miles actually in Madison right now. So these visibilities are going to continue to fluctuate as the snow still is going to fall. That really being the case through about mid-morning, and then our visibility should come up. But like I mentioned, we're down to 3 in Madison, 7 in Monroe, 4 in Monroe. Surrounding areas are up to full visibility right now. Most of the activity all morning has been mainly west of Madison, but that even breaking up too. But we're still tracking some flurries. You can see those little dots on radar, the darker shades of blue. All of that is the heavier of the snow that's falling. So we do have some spots across southeastern Dane County and then also across the Janesville area and then Jefferson County that are seeing those snowier bands out there. But like I said, I don't think that's going to last all day. In fact, we could see a little bit of sunshine later in the day, but it'll feel cool out there with the wind chills that are going to be in the forecast. We'll have how low those will go the next couple of days coming up, guys.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. All right, let's get a look at the roads out there. We got Mark Schilling on the live drive. He is cruising around on Pleasant View Road in West Madison. You see just a little bit of snow there piling up on the side of the road. It's that light, fluffy stuff that we love to see, not the slick stuff on the roads.
Which is a good thing, here.
Thanks. All right, we'll keep taking a look as the situation advances this morning. Well, new this morning, tragic news again from the community of Two Rivers. A 7-year-old boy is dead after falling into the West Twin River.
Police confirm first responders recovered the body of Jacob Bayer. He went missing on Saturday, leading authorities to begin an all-out search for him. Andrew Mertens has the latest details.
It was here in the West Twin River where authorities searched extensively for Jacob Bayer. By Sunday morning, his body was found less than 1 day after he was first reported missing.
With having a 7-year-old boy, it really hit home.
The young boy was reported missing Saturday afternoon. Two Rivers police say Bayer was playing outside when a parent lost sight of him. Agencies such as the U.S. Coast Guard Ice Search and Rescue Team joined the search, as well as the Wisconsin National Guard with aerial support.
Before you know it, I was like, hey, is that a helicopter we hear? And sure enough, there was a helicopter for about an hour searching back and forth.
Bayer, who is autistic, was a second grader at Koenig Elementary with Amy Van Roy's 7-year-old son, Axel.
Very hard to hear, but we talked with, Axel and told him that, reassured him that, he's in a better place now.
The incident shook community members to their core as they're still reeling from the discovery of 3-year-old Elijah Vu's remains in Manitowoc County back in September after being reported missing from Two Rivers in February.
It breaks my heart that this is happening, you know, again after Elijah.
I'm like, geez, you know, I can't believe this is happening again. Something bad like this, you know, this town had enough exposure.
According to authorities, his body was found in West Twin River waters that were roughly 5 to 6 feet deep. While police didn't provide specific details on how Jacob ended up in the river, a press release emphasized just how dangerous the ice can be, especially this time of year when it's very thin.
The river's not a safe place this time of year.
A community that has gone through so much in the last year is once again struck with grief and looks to heal together.
Andrew Merton's reporting there. Grief counselors will be available at Jacobs Elementary School today to support students and teachers.
A Toma man is in custody this morning, accused in a stabbing that happened on Thanksgiving. Officers learned Thursday a patient had arrived at Toma Health with life-threatening injuries. The victim remains in the hospital. Now, the investigation led officers to an address in Toma where they arrested the suspect, who remains in the Monroe County Jail.
6:34, the rush to return home from Thanksgiving travel would normally be finished by now, but delays at major airports are extending some trips. Here's a look at delays over the last 4 days. This is from FlightAware's misery map. You can see many big airports on the East Coast heavily impacted. That's all thanks to heavy snowfall in some areas. Fortunately, at last check, no flights today at the Dane County Regional Airport are seeing any delays. That includes flights both into and out of the airport.
A reminder, there are some new federal regulations when it comes to travel refunds. So if your itinerary undergoes a significant change, you are entitled to an automatic refund. But what is a significant change? Well, that includes if a domestic flight is delayed 3 hours or longer. For an international flight, that's 6 hours. And if an airline changes the departure or arrival airport or adds a connection, that also counts. There are also refund entitlements for downgraded seating and accommodations along with missing luggage. The airline is required to refund you within 7 days, and it has to be in the original form of payment, not a travel voucher.
Today may be Cyber Monday, but local organizations are gearing up for Giving Tuesday. It's celebrated as a global day of generosity, kicking off a holiday season where many may be looking to give to nonprofits. United Way of Dane County says phone calls to the number 211 are at levels they have not seen in years. CEO Renee Moe joined us on For the Record to talk about the organization's work. She says while the need is high this year, the community has historically come through for them.
National research shows that most donations do come in November, December for most nonprofits. So 501c3s across the country are certainly looking for that end-of-year boost, not only because of the generous giving spirit, but also because the people are thinking about their financial planning and end-of-year opportunities for perhaps thinking about how that might impact their taxes and other financial responsibilities. So we're grateful for generosity any time of year. Certainly at this end of year, agencies are really looking for that support to be able to end the year strong.
Moe adds there are a multitude of ways people can give money or time. She says these efforts benefit the organization and the people who rely on the services. Don't forget you can watch For the Record every Sunday morning at 10:30 right here on WISC-TV. In international news now, 44 people in the country of Georgia are in the hospital after clashes with police. The protests come as the government announced it would suspend negotiations to join the European Union. Georgia's interior minister says those hospitalized include 27 protesters, 16 police officers, and 1 member of the media. The U.S. State Department says it condemns the suspension of EU talks. The department is also pausing its strategic partnership with Georgia.
In France, we're getting an early look at the Notre Dame Cathedral. The famous structure will reopen its doors 5.5 years after it was destroyed in a fire. The devastating fire in April of 2019 caused major damage throughout the building. It destroyed the cathedral's roof and spire. More than 500 workers have been involved in the massive reconstruction project. It cost more than $500 million. France's President Emmanuel Macron says rebuilding Notre Dame was about more than just the building and the tourist attraction.
Since more than 8 centuries, this cathedral was here. It resisted to 2 world wars, so many battles and campaigns. The decision to rebuild Notre Dame, it was about our capacity to save, restore, sometimes reinvent what we are by preserving where we come from. This is a message of achievement.
Just stunning. The iconic place of worship reopens to the public this coming Sunday.
I know it's been a long time coming for many of those people who love the Notre Dame. So.
Oh, it was just heartbreaking to watch it go down in flames and to see the images from inside. Now, 60 Minutes did a big piece on this last night that I will watch this morning. Bill Whitaker with the reporting there. I know that they'll do a great job with that, but just the bringing it back to life and what it means, just remarkable.
Yes, a big piece of history here. Well, coming up after the break, we have some tips on how to keep your car running well as temperatures drop.
And snow may be falling right now, but that won't be the case all day to start the work week off. We'll talk about when that'll subside and also how low wind chills are going to be the next couple of days.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house, because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it all night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Shop Bergstrom, Madison, or Middleton locations today.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Hey, this is Reba McEntire. Everyone told me I needed to see Shuck, and I saw it. So now I'm here to tell you to see Shuck. It's full of jokes, songs, and corn. Just like me.
At Overture Center, February 4th through 9th. Tickets at overture.org.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont it. You want some ice time, a nice time, so good you post it twice time. You want some cheer? Now I'll show you where you gotta be. Tell you who you gotta see. Ooh, it's gonna make you smile. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont.
Enjoy the magic of the North Pole, just east of O'Hare, with miles of memories waiting to be made. To Rosemont it your way, start at rosemont.com.
Rosemont it.
It's 6 p.m. in Wisconsin, and you want to know what happened throughout the day. That's where News 3 Now at 6 comes in. Moving forward, while you're navigating your day, we're out in the community, uncovering the stories and finding the answers you're looking for. Local breaking news, in-depth reports, getting to the heart of events and issues that matter here. And when bad weather is on the way, we warn you first. Start your evening with News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward. Weeknights. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We're back at 6:42. AAA says the average price of gas in Wisconsin is $2.78. That's almost 30 cents below the national average. And you might have heard tips about keeping at least a half a tank of gas in your car.
Yeah, is there any truth to this? Our consumer reporter, Michelle Renee Quinn, is looking into this morning and how we can keep our car running smooth this winter. Hey there.
Good morning. Yeah, at least half a tank of gas is recommended in your car because while the gas won't freeze itself, the water from the condensation that can get into your tank will freeze, and that small amount of gas in your tank will then let there be more of that, and the condensation can create ice crystals. Now, once you have those ice crystals, they can get into the fuel line and it'll slow your car down, possibly causing it to sputter. Now, to get the most bang for your buck at the ever-fluctuating pump, Consumer Reports has smart and easy tips for squeezing every last mile from a gallon of gas. We can't control the price of gasoline, but we can control the type we buy and how we use it. Consumer Reports says buy good, quality gas and recommends using top-tier gas. Top tier is a higher standard that brands including Chevron, Costco, Exxon, Mobil, and Shell offer. Participating brands will have a top-tier sticker on their pumps. Save money and skip premium gas unless a higher octane is required for your model.
For both convenience and safety, keep at least half a tank of fuel during cold winter months when there's a risk of shortages, like when a major storm is imminent. This also goes for holiday road trips when roads can be congested and slow moving.
Check tire pressure. Pressure drops as temperatures do. Lower pressure than recommended on your door jam sticker can affect safety, tire longevity, and even fuel economy. Here's a heads up on Eco Mode. Consumer Reports experts are underwhelmed with the feature. It's not a magic button.
We found no fuel economy benefit using Eco Mode for city and highway driving. Its true ability is to encourage frugal driving behavior.
Drive evenly. Avoid hard acceleration and braking whenever possible. Pay attention to aerodynamics. Remove roof racks when they're not being used. Finally, check gas prices online. Apps and websites such as Gas Buddy can show local gas prices, making it easy to find good prices in your area if you need to travel. Gas stations off major highways and away from city centers, as well as warehouse stores and travel centers, tend to have better prices. Consumer Reports says do not top off your tank because adding more fuel after the gas pump clicks off can cause damage. So keep that in mind.
Because I know it's easy to do, especially when you just have like just a few cents left to just even it out, to even it out.
It's not worth the cents. The damage, the repairs, it could cost more.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
All right,
I did not.
All right.
Good information. Very timely. Thank you. Well, hey, it's almost ski season, folks. Some Wisconsin ski resorts and hills are already taking notice of the change in seasons. Here's a list of many popular ones across the state and when they're opening up. So Tyrrell Basin near Mount Horeb opened up on Saturday. That's what you're seeing here. Little Switzerland near Slinger opened up yesterday. Mount La Crosse is going to open on Thursday. Granite Peak up in Wausau will open up on Friday.
All right, so for those wanting to hit the slopes, Savannah, what do you say?
I don't know. I mean, they're going to have to really work ahead at making that snow because, yes, we're forecasting flurries this morning, but not a lot that sticks, especially when you want to go skiing and snowboarding. Elevated surfaces and some of those roadways, though, we are seeing a light coating early this morning. Winds are calm. The temperature down to 13, but it'll be a little bit warmer this afternoon compared to what we have seen the last couple of days. Already into the 20s by 10 a.m. and then the mid-20s by the lunchtime hour. Could see a little bit of sunshine later in the day, but yeah, we're seeing those flurries still fall, and that's really reducing visibility. There's not a wind chill out there this morning because our wind speeds are calm, but as they do pick up through the day, we will see those filtered in, making it feel like we're down to the teens, although air temperatures are going to be very close to that 30-degree mark. Tonight, expect single-digit wind chills, Madison and westward, east towards the lake, a little bit warmer into the lower teens, and then we'll see wind chills factored in even up until Wednesday. Tomorrow still forecasting the teens, and then we'll actually see a little bit warmer of wind chills, but it'll be very breezy outside on Wednesday. That'll be the warmest day out of the next several. We fall again into Thursday, another cold front passes through, and that's really going to drop our wind chills and our air temperatures. We could see sub-zero. I think this model not doing that great of a job on what's to come late Wednesday into early Thursday, but they're showing, you know, -15 to -20. I don't quite think it'll be that cool, but definitely going to see sub-zero wind chills. Now, I don't think this is going to last that long. This map gradually spreading further eastward, and it's only showing about a 33% chance Madison and eastward of seeing slightly below average temperatures. You saw that dark shade of blue last week when we showed this. That was well below average temperatures. So I think that'll gradually spread eastward, and then the warmer air still just to our west, but eventually we could see a little bit of a change in pattern. But roughly speaking, expect temperatures to kind of stay in this pattern where we'll see near normal temperatures. That's going to be beyond what you see at the end of that 10-day forecast. But up until then, ups and downs. We'll be in the mid-30s Wednesday, but then back down to the lower 20s on Thursday. At least you see this weekend doesn't look terrible. I mean, at least we'll be in the 30s and not the 20s, right?
Yeah, I guess we got to look at the bright side of things because we really have no choice at this point of the year.
Yeah, it's December.
Yes. All right, Savannah, Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, the Mega Millions estimated jackpot is now up to $541 million. No one matched all 6 numbers in Friday night's drawing, so it is now 2 months since anyone has matched all 6 numbers. So you still have the chance to get your ticket for your chance to win. The next Mega Millions drawing is tomorrow night at 10.
Good luck. Legendary British band has a new documentary called Beatles 64. As the documentary takes audiences back to the band's arrival in the USA. It tells the story of the band struggling to get its music out to American fans. Can you imagine? Their residency came just months after the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Beatles 64 is now streaming on Disney+.
Former screenwriter Marshall Brickman has died. Brickman co-wrote several well-known films featuring Woody Allen along with musicals and comedy sketches. Marshall Brickman has a local connection. He studied at the University of Wisconsin and earned degrees in science and music. Brickman won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay in the film Annie Hall. He also wrote for The Johnny Carson Show. His Broadway work included the musicals Jersey Boys and the 2010 adaptation of The Addams Family. Brickman was 85.
Milwaukee Bucks forward Chris Middleton giving back once again for the holidays. He's kicking off this year's 12 Days of Christmas initiative, Christmas spelled with a K. And no, that is, it's not a misspelling at the bottom of your screen there. The Hunger Task Force hosted the Bucks player on Sunday. It's for their holiday food sorting event and healthy breakfast cooking demonstration. Dozens of volunteers sorted over 6,000 pounds of food. The impact is notable.
This past month, we served over 50,000 people across all of our programs. That's a 30% increase from the same time last year.
It's about giving back to our communities that, we're involved in, that support us through our toughest times.
Love to see that. The organization says there's a tremendous need and that partnering with stars like Chris Middleton makes all the difference.
Love to see those celebrities, those NBA stars give back like this.
Oh, sure. Yeah. It's wonderful to see them, especially when they're out there doing it themselves. Right. And it's not just like, for show or publicity. Love to see it.
Yes. Well, coming up in the morning sprint, the surprising potential findings of lung cancer screening.
Hey, look who's 3 today. Owen. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great day. If you've got a kiddo turning 3, send us a picture. We'll show it on TV.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Ready to embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of UW's top athletes? News 3 Now sports director Zach Hanley takes you inside Wisconsin Huddle, a one-of-a-kind 30-minute weekly special. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's an inside look into the world of Big Ten college athletes, from their journey to Madison to insights on how they prepare for competition. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30 on WISC-TV. Brought to you by TDS Telecom.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota, like Camry.
Wait, what?
RAV4 Hybrid.
Cool.
Tundra, and more.
Whoa.
How'd you do that? Toyotathon magic.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $299 a month. Or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
Treat yourself to rich Ghirardelli chocolate and luscious caramel. Experience Ghirardelli caramel squares in a bag and a bar. Makes life a bite better.
When your indoor comfort is on the line, go with the team from Modern Heating and Cooling. New owners Scott and Jason have combined experience of over 65 years in the HVAC trades, so they'll make sure you find the right system to fit your needs and budget. Offering the highest quality HVAC products from Carrier, turn to the experts at Modern Heating and Cooling. Call today to schedule one of their indoor comfort specialists.
Old Spice Gentleman Super Hydration Body Wash. Vanilla and shea. 24/7 moisturization with vitamin B3.
Are you using all the Old Spice?
Oops.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Susan Simon, News 3 Now at 4 and 5 weekdays moving forward.
6:54, time for the morning sprint.
New this morning, a 7-year-old boy from Two Rivers is dead after falling into the West Twin River. Police confirmed first responders recovered the body of Jacob Bear. He went missing on Saturday, leading authorities to begin an all-out search for him. They found his body in river waters, roughly 5 to 6 feet deep.
A Toma man is in custody this morning, accused in a stabbing. It happened on Thanksgiving. Officers learned Thursday a patient showed up at Toma Health with life-threatening injuries. The victim is still in the hospital. Investigators were led to an address in Toma and arrested the suspect. He remains in the Monroe County Jail.
President Joe Biden is making a notable pardon in his lame duck period. He pardoned his son, Hunter. This is despite pledges that he would not do so. Hunter Biden had been convicted of 3 felonies in June in connection with a gun purchase. In addition, he pleaded guilty to 9 counts of federal tax fraud and a separate case in California.
56 people in the country of Guinea are dead after a human crush at a soccer match. Local media says the incident began after a controversial refereeing decision in the match. Supporters reportedly threw stones before security forces deployed tear gas. The match took place in honor of Guinea's military leader.
Canadian researchers say lung cancer screenings find coronary artery disease in more than 80% of cases. The CT scans can identify coronary artery calcium, which is a strong risk factor for coronary artery disease. It applies even to patients without cardiac symptoms. In almost 1,500 screenings from a pilot program, they found high levels of calcium in 30% of patients.
Well, temperatures are going to actually be a little bit warmer today. We're still forecasting below normal temperatures today, but at least we'll see highs in the upper 20s and then the mid-30s by Wednesday, a little bit cooler by Thursday and Friday. Then we're back to the 30s again for the weekend. So a lot of up and downs, but at least we have some 30s out there.
Yeah, that's true, but it's still a little too cold for me.
December.
It's not going to get much warmer.
I know. All right, Savannah, thank you.
We're back in 30 minutes.